Hi, this is Amaan Ali Bangash.
Hi, this is Ayaan Ali Bangash. You're watching us on WION.
And wishing you all a very happy Independence Day.
It was a very humbling experience, more so because of the nature of the project. The project spoke of humility, it spoke of compassion. It reached out to, I think, things which are more relevant than ever today in the world we live in, where, peace has become like a luxury, literally. So, with His Holiness's spoken words and along with his 90th birthday celebrations, the award was really a very, very big blessing. And we were also so fortunate that along with my father, brother and me, we had some amazing artists who kind of were involved in this project. There was Tony Suker, there was Rufus Wainwright, there was Debbie Nova, there was Kabir Sehgal. There were so many amazing artists who just came on board because of the ethos of the project. So it was just a very big blessing and a great honor. What more can I say?
People have realized it much later that Indian classical music had reached all these platforms back in the 50s itself. Because of lack of communication and exposure, people didn't get to know about it. And those musicians themselves were not the types who would go telling people that, where we have performed. So when we look back today and, we get to know from so many people that the greats of Pandit Ravi Shankar ji and all the other great legends at that time in the early 50s have done it all. In fact, cinema reached very late globally from India. You had Satyajit Ray ji and all these great people, but music was far ahead. Carnegie Hall was happening in the late 40s, 50s, I think, right?
Yeah, very much
so. It was very enhanced.
I think before Chicken Tikka Masala became popular, classical music had reached the West, and yoga and everything else followed. But again, it's wonderful to see the inclusion. That has been the very big thing now. That inclusion now in mainstream aspects of Western culture to include Asia or India. I think that has really become very big now, which is a great thing.
And also I feel, for me, if you ask me individually, awards are like blessings. It's not an achievement. It is just a reflection of your hard work. The biggest award what you can get is to get an audience, a full house to yourself. 1,000 people, 10,000 people, and receiving people's constant love. That's the biggest award. Otherwise, these Padma Shris and these, I'm not saying it in a bad way, all these Grammys, these are luck awards. This is by luck you have it. It's not that people who don't get this are less talented. They must be more talented. But it's just a luck quotient. It's nothing but that.
It's amazing how classical music kind of sailed through so many generations. It also had its share of challenges. It still does, I think. But it sailed through the British rule, it sailed through the Great Depression, it sailed through 2 world wars.
Honestly, I'll be very upfront. My father's done such great work. But even till date, when you go abroad, it is guitar they talk about. In India, at the airports, they're not saying sitar or sarod or tabla or baja or dholak or tabla. That's the sad part. In a very honest space, I'm saying this to you. Maybe Bengal and Maharashtra they'll suddenly recognize a sitar and a sarod. But generally at the airports, when I go SOG, I go to give the instrument, kya hai, guitar hai?
But obviously, I think in the global industry of concerts being presented, sarod, obviously, I think sarod, sitar, tabla, these are instruments that are extremely popular today.
He always says one thing, especially internationally also. He says, "Jisne waqt ki qadar nahi kari, waqt ne uski qadar nahi kari." So you should never if you've committed to somebody at a certain time, you should be there before. You should welcome that time, not be behind the time. But I think rebel you would have.
I think you can be a disciplined rebel as well, right? And rebel is a very vast word. For him, it was more of a rebel through the instrument. He was not understanding why the instrument is not as expressive as it should be compared to other musical instruments. And that was the path he took and expressed it in his
And
race.
he did what he had to do. Because I feel anyone from any industry, when they make a name for themselves, they all are rebels. Because they've done something out of the box which was never done before. That's why they're remembered for that. My grandfather was not very happy about recordings because he felt that recordings would be played at Pan Ki Dukaan and all these places where people are not focusing on a rag. But he was a bit rigid about his thoughts, which worked for his era. But my father recorded, not that he disrespected my grandfather, but he believed that this is the way forward in life, So he did what he had to do, and I think everyone needs to do what they have to do and not regret on losing out on something.